Takeoff 313. What up, though? What up, though?
What's going on, y'all?
I'm your boy Adrian, a.k.a. Dave.
I'm Stubbs. How y'all doing?
And you know what? We got something special for y'all in the building today. Come on now, don't we not?
Yes, we do. Another guest.
Oh, what can I say about today's guest? Our guest has a true rags to riches story. The epitome of the American dream. Coming from the city of Detroit, her hunger, willpower, fueled her desire to forge a new path for success. And through this, she transformed herself into a modern day success story by authoring her popular novel and memoir, From Bums to Bentleys. From the streets of Detroit to the seat of a Bentley. Today, we would like to welcome world-renowned author and personality, Miss Orlanda Shaw. Welcome to the Takeoff.
What up, though, Detroit?
Welcome.
Everybody else, how the hell are you?
You know, we so happy to have you here.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here.
And you know what? Just by, looking at your story, looking over, everything you went through before the book, I want to talk about what in your story made you say, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm about to go for my dreams. What made you want to pursue it?
Just running into the right people that chose to help me and believe in me and show me different things and how to invest and get in the stock market, make money in your sleep. So it was like, it wasn't just me, it was the help from others that believed, and, it was some financial help as well, but I just chose to invest and get properties and things like that, to have money coming in all the time without having a 9 to 5.
Now, as far as stock market, are you a dividend person, REITs, or what type of stocks do you mainly go for?
I'm into long-term stocks, so the stocks that I get, they're basically for my child, my son and his grandkids, so they're all long-term, but I just basically invest in I got oil and Samsung, I have Apple, I have Nike, I have Hermes, I have Aflac, I have Airbnb, just to name a few. But my stocks are long-term. I'm never going to touch them. I just hopefully grow that. I know they fluctuate sometimes, but I just want to leave that and other things behind. So it's more of a legacy type of hustle at this point in the game.
Most of your stocks sound like the S&P 500 stocks, the ones that established.
Yeah.
The gold,
business. Yeah.
what they call it, the guns and butter.
Yeah, so, I leave them there. They go up, they go down. I add sometimes, but those are for the legacy, to leave behind.
Do you dibble and dabble into the crypto at all?
No, I've been asked, or either Bitcoin. I don't really, I know some people that do, but I don't really dibble into that. But I heard it's pretty good sometimes, up and down, like everything else, right?
It definitely is.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
I had good times.
You got to take a gamble. Scare money don't make no money.
Absolutely.
That's true.
But, I want to go back, to your background. I just want to know, what was it like growing up for you in Detroit?
It was a lot, when I was very, very young, my parents were on drugs. And so, I can remember, we lived on the east side, we lived in this building upstairs, and, it didn't have a roof, and it used to rain on us. We used to have to use the bathroom in the tub. We used to go to the store and steal, It was wild. And my grandfather came and visited us one day, and it was bad. And he called the Department of Social Services, and they came and took us away. And then from there, we went to a foster home. And then from there, we were separated. My sister and myself got adopted. My little brother got adopted somewhere else. And then it's crazy that you asked that question, because then after that, my aunt got us. And that's kind of where the book kind of starts at. So.
And you know what? This title on its own, From Bums to Bentley, did you come up with this? And if you did, what gave you the...
I did. I actually wanted a rags to riches type of title. And I wanted a different rags to riches type of title. And the title is true. Mm-hmm. So the book is my story. Everybody might not agree, but this is what I went through in my life. And I wanted the story to be true. And I even wanted the title to be true. So that's why I named it From Bums to Bentleys.
And I could tell, even from the day we talked on the phone, you got that mentality, that willpower. Look, you can throw me in the jungle, I'm gonna come out 10 pounds heavier wearing the mink.
Because I've been dealing with it my whole life and even some of my adult life. So, but I just still have a good heart. I could be reckless and I was for a while in life, but you get more with sugar than poop. Can you cuss on here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go for it.
okay.
Let it ride.
You get more with sugar than shit. So
Now, are you the oldest of your siblings?
no, it was four of us actually. I have an older brother. I had an older sister. She passed away. Myself and then a younger brother, and he passed away as well too from bone cancer. So it's actually two of the immediate family left. My mother and father's dead as well. Yeah.
Sorry to hear
I
that.
hear that.
So let me ask you this: when you decide to change your life, what was that? When you
The
decided to write
catalyst?
out of everything, what made you decide to go? You know what? I'm gonna write a book.
Because throughout my life, I have some hell of a stories to tell, and we all do, but some people don't tell them, And I had been hearing a lot. You should write a book. It's crazy because I was in the process of trying to bring a Coney Island down to Florida. So I was down there networking with people up here and Coney Island owners, and they were showing me like the prep kitchen and what freezers and what cleaners you gonna need to. And I wanted to bring a Coney Island to Florida because I don't like the food in Florida. And I stumbled upon somebody that actually wrote books, and I could actually write a book about that story. I can't really talk about it, but I met this lady and I trusted in her, and she had written books before. She ended up running off with some money. So I had to go through a whole new publishing company and pay for stuff that I had already paid for before. So that book is not only blood, sweat, and tears, but it cost me a nice penny.
What was the most difficult part about the writing process?
Dealing with the ghostwriter, which is the same lady. She had me editing and I had paid for that, stuff. So it was a lot, but that book had to come out. So it was already over and written. So I just went through another company and just paid for some stuff that I had already paid for before because that book had to come out. And then that book is only a part one. So that book is maybe from age 6 to about 17 years old. So the next book will be from 17 because it's a lot. They talk about me stripping and I was a little menace. I was a menace to society.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you don't want to talk about that on camera,
I know, but yeah, I'm just saying, but it's just like, right, back in the day, that was 30 years or 40 years ago.
I did want to know, in your opinion, what's the best Coney? Since you said you wanted to take one down there, I'm sure you must love it up here. What?
I'm not that deep in Coney's where it got to be this one, that
Oh,
one,
okay,
this
some
one, that
people-
one. I just like a Coney.
Okay.
So I was going to try to bring one to Florida.
Okay, the franchise.
I think I still might want to, though, because the food sucks in Florida.
Yeah, possibly. I have it. Every time I'm there, I'm straight on another plane.
I've been to Miami once, and the food was. I can borderline agree with you. I couldn't even find something I really like that.
But I don't live in Miami. I live like 4 hours away. I'm like closer to like Orlando. But I've been everywhere throughout Florida, and the food is kind of nasty to me everywhere. It's not like here. It's just different.
So what's your favorite Coney Island here in the city?
I just asked that.
I mean, other than the second favorite.
Just any Coney Island is open. Like I go to different ones,
I was gonna say El George's.
No,
in my opinion, would be the best one.
Oh yeah, I like Detroit one on Woodward, but I did want to know what high schools did you go to? Since you was,
I went to Northern. I went to Murray Wright, and I went to an all-girls school. But I didn't graduate from high school.
Okay.
It's crazy. I didn't graduate, but I did later in life. Cause I tried real estate school, I did terrible. I tried tax classes, I did terrible. But I did eventually go to medical assistant school, and I ended up graduating like top 10 in my class.
I always tell people that what am I trying to say? People pretty much just don't have motivation to go through school. Because me, I was on the verge of just dropping out, not considering it. I didn't care about school. I was only there to smoke. They don't call CPS on my mom.
But I didn't graduate from school because in the book, I had ran away from home at 15. So when I ran away from home at 15, we all ran away from her. It's crazy. We all ran away. My sister was 16. I was 15. My little brother was 13.
Ran away from your aunt, or who are we talking about?
From my aunt. And so when I ran away, I moved with my sister, And, you know, I was ward of the state. So then the police is looking for you and stuff. So I couldn't go to school every day because the police would pop up sometimes. So, and then I had to basically learn from the streets. So that's
That
what
was
I
your
did.
education right there.
A lot of it. A whole lot.
Do you have a moment where, you know, it made you tough? Like automatically you say, you know what, I'm going to get through this no matter what, beside everything you just explained?
Yeah, just living life. You know, I was a stripper and I was on my own. I had my son at a young age, and it just was always kind of hard. And that's the reason why I think I try to live life to the fullest, because you have to do it sometime before you die.
Facts.
So me being older, you know, I just celebrated my 50th birthday
Congratulations.
2 weeks ago.
Happy birthday.
So I'm living, you know, unapologetically. That's the thing, you know, and some people never get that opportunity.
Now, what was going on in your house that made y'all want to run away? It just wasn't a good fit.
Oh my God. It's in the book. Hold the book up for the people.
Hold the,
But
get the book, y'all.
man, it was a lot, you know, and it's crazy because when I turned 26 years old, it's like God came to me and was like, you need to tell her what she did. And so I called her one day. I'm like, I want to talk. And I went over there and I told her, like, you know, you did this, and this. And it's like she didn't remember. But it was just like, it was a lot. Like, she was strict. Like, we used to get put on punishment for eating sandwiches. And I mean, she was like a drill sergeant. So if you got put on punishment for 3 months at 3 o'clock, you got off 3 months later at 3 o'clock.
For eating sandwiches?
She just all types of stuff. She used to lock us in the basement sometimes. Like, we used to lose a sock. And she used to lock us in our rooms. Like, she used to make us write like 3 and 4 line sentences like 2,000 and 3,000 times. And if we skipped a number, she would count. And if we skipped a number, she would make us write it all over again. And the line would be like, I will listen to my aunt and do what she says, because if not, I will be sitting in this room all summer writing this sentence. That would be the sentence.
What was she? Did she have children of her own?
Yes.
And they were under the same, or they got treated different?
Crazy. For a minute, but, and then I was molested by her son. So that was like maybe from age 10 to 14. It was weird at first. I was young, but you know, it might sound weird, but this is my truth. Like, after a while, it began to feel good because it was some type of attention. You ever heard something like that before?
I have, but...
Right. You kind of like, it feels good to touch, you know? And it's crazy too. I'm gonna say this is some new I ain't never said. My little brother passed away a couple of years ago from bone cancer, and we used to feud a lot, you know. But I had to move him to Detroit, you know, because I knew he didn't have that much time to live. And my brother told me right before he passed away, and I don't know why I believe him, but he said that the sister molested him as well. So went through abuse. I could recall one time too, I had a nervous condition. I used to pee in the bed. And so when you ward of the state, you got to go to court every 6 months to the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice. And she used to tell us what to say the day before. We couldn't go in there and say that we had to go in there and lie and say everything was good. So you had to go to counseling. So through counseling, you know, I used to pee in the bed till I was about 12 years old. And the counselor told her, like, you know, she got a nervous condition or whatever. So I remember one day, y'all, I'll never forget this. I peed in the bed. And how she even knew, because pee is silent, I don't know. But it was kind of like the scene from Misery. Like, you know how when she just flipped the light on and the guy was asleep? I'm in the bed, and she just flipped the light on. It was about 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And she got me out the bed, and she took my face, and she rubbed my face in the piss like I was a dog. And she beat me, and I had to go to school the next day. And I did.
Is she still a living?
Yes.
How is y'all relationship now?
It's crazy with that too, because when I ran away from home, I eventually ended up kind of being emancipated, had my son, moved on my own, and I have forgiven her. But we was constantly fall out. Like we would just fall out at times. And so I gave her a few chances in my adult life, and I just was like, bitch, kill yourself.
So your aunt is one of these people who really don't take accountability for anything.
Yeah, but she don't remember that.
She remember. Come on,
I'm like, come on now.
She
But I will say some good things. Like, I remember we used to get, you get your check, $600 for each child, and then we would get to eat McDonald's, right? And she taught me how to cook.
Oh, so she didn't adopt you. Y'all were just foster under her. That's why y'all was getting checks.
She was our guardian. And she taught me how to cook.
Okay.
So, she taught me how to, because she did make the best food. So that was a good thing. And it's like all this stuff I'm seeing, some of this stuff ain't even in this book, because, as you write and you forget.
Right.
And so I remember another time, we had a rule in the house that if my mother and father came to see us, we had to go in the house. So I remember this one day, I had to be about 12 or 13, me and my little brother outside, and my daddy pulled up to see us. And we went in the house, of course, and I remember we went in the house and told her that he was outside, and she took a butcher knife, and she went outside and tried to stab my daddy because he came to see us.
Really?
Yeah.
It was going into the topic of your father. Was he a menace, or she just didn't like him? Oh no, wait. You say he was on. He did drugs,
but my daddy did get off drugs. My mama kind of was on them forever. So my daddy did get better later in life, but we couldn't even visit our parents.
Wow.
She tried to stab him.
Now,
I don't think I put that in the book either.
Now,
that's because your auntie just didn't want him around y'all.
My daddy always told me, my daddy always told me that she didn't like him because she wanted him back in the day, and he chose my mama instead, which was her sister.
I was just going to ask, who was your auntie related to? I was just, okay.
Right.
So I used to, after I told her, so I finally one day told her about the molestation thing. She said something to him. He didn't deny it. She didn't put him out, nothing like that. Because I used to think about killing her. And I told her that. I really was going to do something to you. And I was going to run away. But it was either that or run away from home. I chose to run away from home. And I just never looked back.
Oh, so when you told her, you were still a minor?
Told her what?
About what her son did to you? You
were still,
okay.
I was still in the house.
I didn't know if this was a...
And I just kind of ran away from home after that. I had to.
Okay.
You're right.
Yeah, because it's like a hostile environment. If they're not changing it, I got to go.
So I remember the day I ran away from home. So I was 15, just started high school. I had never been at my friend's house overnight. I had never been to the mall with my friends. I really couldn't talk on the phone. And so a lady across the street, and shout out to Letha, if she's still alive, she gave me a phone. And she was like, when your auntie leave, because my auntie used to play bingo all the time. And she was like, when she leave, here go a phone. So my auntie had 2 phones that sat on this thing. And she would press a number and come home and press *69, y'all.
Oh, wow.
Seriously. So Letha gave me a phone to use. So I had a little boyfriend. I had never even met him, and he knew the drill. If I hang up on you, don't call back. So this one particular day, I'm on the phone talking to him, and she pulled up. And I heard it when she was putting the keys in the door. So I hurry up and hang up, and I plugged the wrong phone back up. So y'all remember the movie Misery, how she used to come in the house and look at the penguin being turned? It was like that. She'd come in looking, and she went to the phone and picked it up, and the dead phone was plugged up. So she knew I had touched the phone. My brother coincidentally walked in the house with her, my older brother. So my brother came to the room with me. So she looking through the house, she come in the room, and she just smacked the fuck out of me and walked out the room. So my brother looking like, because my brother didn't really know what was going on. He looked like, what the hell? And I just started packing my stuff. And I told him, I'm going to kill this bitch if I don't leave. And he was like, you know what? He said, leave everything here and just go outside. I was on punishment at the time. So punishment is we can't go outside.
Right.
He said, just walk past her. I ain't going to let her touch you. And I believe my brother. And I walked outside and got in the car. And we pulled off, and I went to my sister's house. And I started living with my sister.
Oh,
I was 15.
Now, did she try to look for you at all?
She did.
Okay.
She came to the house a few days later. So my sister was a scrapper. So my sister, if she come over here, if you don't want to leave, I'm going to beat her ass. And so she came to the house, get your stuff and let's go. And I told her, hell no. And my sister was on the stairs ready to jump on her. She left. And that was kind of it after that.
And like you said, you never went back after that before.
No, I didn't. But I didn't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to learn the streets quick.
Facts. Wow.
I know, right? I know, right?
You blew my mind. The way you were telling that story, I was just thinking movie scenes, cut scenes and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You never thought about writing an actual movie? Because we got a Renaissance going on
I always hear that. And as I'm
serious.
sitting here talking to y'all, it's crazy because it's just so much is popping up. I remember too, my little brother, y'all, this one gonna blow y'all brains too. My little brother was on punishment, so of course we in that room writing or on punishment. And my little brother was hungry, so which she fed us or whatever, but he was scared to come out the room. So we stayed on Tuxedo. And you remember Howard Davis? It was like a little candy store, Howard Davis, that was right across the street from Durfee. They had all the little candy, and it was Dee Dee's. So he snuck out the window and went up the alley to the candy store, whatever, to buy some chips or whatever. And my uncle caught him in the alley, which I don't know how my uncle caught him. My uncle caught my brother. So when my auntie came home, my uncle came and told him, I caught him in the alley. And I remember, y'all, my auntie beat my brother. She beat my brother. He went up under we had a bunk bed. He went up under the bunk bed. And she went and got a broomstick, y'all, and she jabbed a broomstick up under the bed.
I thought you were going to say something else. Okay.
And she made my little brother, he basically spent the night up under the bed because he was terrified. And the next day, she called the social worker. Shout out to Miss Deborah Calhoun. And I'm sorry we didn't tell you the truth. And Miss Deborah Calhoun came and got my little brother, and he was gone for like 2 years. He went to St. Francis Home for Boys on Finkel, and we used to go visit him, but then that's when all the attention came to me because I was the last child in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
True story.
No, yo.
True story.
And you know what? Just hearing your story by itself, I can tell what molded you into the person you are right now, because going through something and surviving that lets me know and everybody know you got a story to tell. Mm-hmm. And it got to be told.
Now, I never seen the show or the movie Misery you keep referring to. I think
that was with Kathy Bates.
Misery.
I've seen, but it's your story is reminding me of Antoine Fisher.
It's not Misery. It's just some scenes like when he was sleeping, she came in and knocked and lit up the and I think that's when she broke his ankles that time.
Yeah, put that wood between his legs.
Yeah,
and,
he was sleeping. She just turned her light on.
I'm gonna have to go watch this movie. Now, what is this movie about though?
Misery.
What's the plot or something?
It was an author. He had a car accident, and the car flipped over in the snow, and she found him, but she was his biggest fan, and she was crazy. She lived in a house secluded, and so she kidnapped him. And
I never seen this.
She was obsessed.
That's one of my
guy.
favorite movies. But
your story remind me of Antoine Fisher, and I know if you get I'm sure the rights to your story, you could probably sell it and really make it a good movie like that if you wanted to go that route.
Because low key, I'm going piece by piece, scene after scene after scene.
Yeah. Because I'm a visual thinker, so as you talking, I'm visual. But I do want to know, what's the stature of your auntie, and also was she ever how tall was she? Was she a big woman?
She was shorter.
But she still just had that.
She was mean, but we was kids.
You think she was mean because of the burden of having a?
I have no idea.
Some people just.
But I feel like we didn't deserve all that. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
No.
So we all ran away. So how 3 kids run away, but the kid's crazy?
Now, did she?
Exactly.
I've known
3 kids.
Did she ever have a man in the house, like a boyfriend?
Yeah.
Or anything?
Shout out to my Uncle Oliver, rest in peace. He was there. And,
now, was she ever?
He protected us.
Okay.
He protected us sometimes, and I think once or twice he jumped on her about us. But we used to be on punishment. A summer in Detroit only consisted 3.5 months.
Right.
I can remember spending whole summers in the house writing and come out to use the bathroom and eat, and that's it.
Yeah. That'd be the worst too, because it'd be the nice the ice cream truck out there, people out there playing, and here you are in the house.
Kids and we in the house writing 5,000 times.
Right. That's
crazy.
That is crazy. But you know what? I'm looking in your book right here. And also, you shared with me some pictures of your awards. You're a 2-time award winner.
Once.
Oh, one time?
Shout out to Pimpin' Ken and the HHF. So last month in Atlanta, I won for Female Author of the Year. Thank you so much, HHF, for that opportunity. We had a ball. So I was in Atlanta, and my son came, and man, I rented this nice home, and shout out to Black Child from Murder Inc. came to the house and hollered at me, and shout out to Sharp One podcast. He came out and and kicked it with me, so it was nice. It was real nice. Yep, that was an awesome award.
Salute. Did you had any idea you was gonna win or thought?
I knew I was nominated, so but I had an awesome time. Like, I was really excited to get that because that award kind of made up for all the stuff that I went through for that book to come out.
Right.
So, I guess it made it a little bit worth it.
Now, I know it motivates you to come out with that.
Yeah, they ready for part 2, y'all, and I'm ready to give it. So I'm ready for part 2. Part 2 is going to maybe be age 17 to in the 20s, which I'm going to kind of go back because some stuff I forgot to put. Like some of the stories I just exclusively gave y'all, like some of that stuff ain't even in the book.
Now,
'Cause
let me
I
ask-
forgot.
Now let me ask you this: where can they find this book for the audience out there?
That book is available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles, and it's a few more outlets. And it's also available in Kindle, and I'm in the process of getting it in audio as well.
Okay. Now, I do want to know on another topic. Have you visited all the places you want to visit
In life?
in life?
Oh no, because I want to go to the moon, and no, I haven't. I want to do everything.
Because I know you just said Florida. I think you said Atlanta too.
Yeah, that was for the awards, but I've been to a few places. You know, I travel.
What's your favorite?
I haven't been there yet. I like cruising, so I've been to a ton of islands. I've been to St. Kitts, St. Martin. I've been to Haiti. I've been to Honduras. I've been to all throughout Jamaica. I've been to the Bahamas. I've jet skied in all of these places. I like jet skiing. I like riding the water.
Now, how exactly? Because I went to DR last summer. I never went over the border to Haiti. How is it out there?
Well, when you on a cruise, like you kind of stand like,
okay.
Yeah, you not really like, you just like kind of port area and buying stuff, but you still get to see a little bit of the culture, taste the food, and buy souvenirs and stuff like that. I don't really go deep in the trenches in them islands because you can come up missing.
Right. I like
allegedly. Look,
no, I think that's propaganda to
stay.
scare us from making contacts with our own people.
I don't know, but
Yeah,
I've gone
but
deep.
they be in the regular part too, where you supposed to be.
have you been to Mexico?
Yep.
What part?
Just through cruises.
Oh, cruises.
So it's been a few, but like I never really like done like the just going straight to an island and staying there. I like kind of cruising because you in and out and you going to a couple different islands on a cruise. So I love cruising, like I love it.
Now, I understand you say you used to dance in your early life. How do you feel about today's music? Because I feel like it's gearing a lot of young ladies directly into that life. It's like a pipeline. Our music is gearing y'all for that lifestyle.
Not necessarily, because you got to think we had nasty rappers. We had remember the girls that was opposite of they was NWO.
You had
We had them. We had some girl. We had
who to do Uncle Luke.
You had a Dina Howard back in the day.
It was Black something. We had a couple nasty,
I'm saying, but now it seems like it's almost every song you hear on the radio is wet, wet, pop it, do this, do that. Don't mess with him unless he got money. Which sometimes the message is understandable, but other times it's like y'all not expressing other ways people should think. And to some children,
shout out Cash Doll.
Oh yeah, shout her out. But I'm saying to
Like
some
I love Cash Doll, period. I like, Cardi, but I love Cash Doll, and they ain't giving Cash Doll her props. They not.
Yeah.
Because she should be she better than Sexy Red and them, but that's another
Oh
story.
yeah, no,
That's
you ain't
just
the first
me.
one to say that.
That's just to me.
I agree.
I was gonna say, so that's your favorite in the city or just favorite overall?
I just love Cash. I love her story. She was a stripper, and I could relate to some of the stuff. I could relate to that. I love her gear. I love the way she dressed. She just fly. That's my sister in my head. And it's crazy. I got a chance to meet her one time. She was in Jacksonville, and I drove up there, and they showed me love when I pulled up, and the owner of the place, he actually took me to meet her, but I didn't really get a chance to talk to her, but I got a couple pictures. So I was honored about that.
I like her character in BMF.
I just love her. I just love Cash. I just love Cash.
Yeah. Definitely multi-talented. And a lot, and I'm glad you spoke about that, because if you actually hear her music, she can actually flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of people don't know about her.
So Cash, if you listening, Bums to Bentleys, please read my book.
What's your thoughts on Dej Loaf or Dej Loaf?
I like her too.
Okay.
Yep, shout out to Dej. I ain't being, I like her too.
Salute.
Now, do you have a top 5 artist list of Detroit, if we're only speaking on Detroit artists? Or top 3 if I got to...
What about of all time? Like my greatest...
No, yeah. Go. Okay, let's do
What's
that.
your all time?
Oh, God. I like Kiss. I like Jay. That's hard. Y'all put me on the spot with that.
I don't know why when you first said Kiss, I'm thinking of the rock band. My mind went to the rock band.
know
Not
what?
Jada Kiss. I don't know why.
You thinking about Kiss?
Once you said it, I'm like, Kiss, that's
Jada Kiss.
Yeah, I love Jay. I love Jay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Kiss and Jay.
That's the only two you can think of right now?
Yeah, right this second. Y'all got me on the spot.
I see you like the East Coast rappers a lot.
I like West Coast too.
You got any favorites from the West?
I like Snoop, Uncle Snoop.
Okay.
I love to smoke with him one day. I always said I was going to.
Imagine how wild that would be.
Yeah, but I couldn't hang like that though. It'd be a couple of hits and I'm good.
You smoke that
I
top.
couldn't smoke back to back like how they do.
Facts. What about Kendrick Lamar?
I like Ken.
What about J. Cole?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess rap is your favorite genre of music.
Oh no, I like all music. I like rock and roll. I like country. I like a little opera. I like a little opera and stuff when I go to sleep. Symphony music, spa music. I like a little reggae.
Oh yeah, I love
So
that.
I like a lot of stuff.
Now, boots on the ground. Do you do any hustles?
Oh, I'm so sick of that song.
Boots on the ground.
I'm sick of that song.
Boots on the ground.
No, I don't
I
know
haven't
how to
learned it yet.
hustle, and I'm sick of boots on the ground.
You don't know any of the hustles, or just
Probably the one back from the dancery days. The
the
little baseball hustle and all that. Who does that now? Those was the best hustle.
You'd be surprised though if you go to some of these parties.
Oh no. Nah,
Is that no, they ain't happening.
I just sit in the corner.
Now, have you ever been to a rodeo before?
Oh,
Oh, so that's
I
just
think
really
that's
ain't
for
your.
black people.
Actually, they got black rodeos.
They got
believe
black
it or not.
rodeo?
So where?
Down in like places like Texas and Oklahoma.
No,
places
no,
like
they
that.
have some. They come in town every now and then out here. Yeah,
Actually, they got a cowboy thing over there by Rouge Park.
yeah,
They
yeah.
got horses and stuff out there.
They'll bring horses out from time to.
Yeah,
So
they
you're
do.
not in no riding horses, none of that type of stuff. Just
Not
jet
really.
skis.
I like jet skiing. I like the shoot pool. I like the bowl. I like to cook. Cooking is one of my love languages. I like nice things.
Would you
Nice
ever
things.
skydive or bungee jump?
Probably not.
Okay.
And you say you like nice things. What nice things are that?
Everything nice.
Say-
Nice people, nice cars,
Nice food.
clothes, nice food. Yeah, I like nice things.
Hey, you know what? I also like your nice attire you got on. You know, everything
Oh,
going
it's
together.
a little Gucci on my coochie.
Now
It's a little song.
let me ask you this: what about ATV? And since you like to jet skiing, what about?
I would. I've never done it, but I would. It's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's fun on land.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's
Or
very
even
fun.
what they do on the snow.
Snowmobiling.
Yep, I
Snowmobile,
would do
yeah,
that
yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Or skiing.
I'm
They
up
got
for all
that. They
that.
got that.
yeah, because I definitely want to go out in Colorado to do that.
Okay, well, enjoy.
Well,
Heard
thank
they
you.
got some good smoke down there too.
Well, yeah, well, I wouldn't know. I can't. I got to stay away from it.
I
That's
don't
not
know.
my thing. But it's all good though. But hey, you know, let me also ask you this. Back to this book real quick. Is there any other author that might have motivated you to do this besides the people that
No.
helped you?
No, that was me.
That was you all day.
That was me and my story, and I know it's good. Like I got a lot of, it's good and it's true and it's raw. You know what I'm saying? It's raw. So
I know. I can't wait to
it
read.
is what it is. You know, I talk to shelters sometimes. You know, girls, and I'm a humanitarian. I feed shelters. I've been doing that for about 12 years. I give back, and yeah.
You know, I want to talk more about that. You know, giving back and humanitarian. What's the most rewarding thing about that?
The feeling. You know, so I was trying to feed a homeless shelter this time, and I'm a little disappointed because I called about 5 or 6 shelters here, and nobody even responded or returned my phone calls.
Sometimes you got to go up there in person, or just Salvation Army. They'll put you in touch with some stuff.
Yeah, but I just wanted to just take the food or whatever, so we do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we do school supply drives. Sometimes we collect like gloves and blankets and give them to the home. So it's stuff like that.
I think it's.
I enjoy it.
Do you
But
get
that I'm sorry, but that goes with one of the chapters. I'm glad you brought that up. So the last chapter in my book is called I Have a Dream. So that is about when I was in the 5th grade, I went to Roosevelt. It was a class of 78 of us, and an older white gentleman named Warren Coville and his wife came back to our school, and he decided to pay all of our college tuition if we graduated from high school for 4 years. He named the program I Have a Dream. We did a lot of stuff. Like we used to be at all the Pistons games, and a lot of stuff. They took us a lot of places on trips and stuff, and he guaranteed those that went to college. I wasn't able to, but what I did take from it was he kind of was the one that taught me how to give.
Now, do you motivational speak at all?
I've talked to a couple of group homes before, like, girls' homes. I've talked to a couple classes sometimes, like middle, high school. So sometimes when I can.
Okay.
Now, when you do give, do you ever get? I wanted to say they're called blue slips to make sure you can write it off on your taxes. That's why some people are.
Yeah, you can, but I don't really. I just
you give for real. It's not to recoup in tax
or the
time.
casino usually give me the money back. I try to get the money from the casino, y'all.
It's gonna. I mean, again, that's the karma.
right.
That's the karma. It's gonna come
Try
back.
to get the money back from the
It's gonna
casino.
come back.
Well, you know, are you familiar with something called the energy of money? The energy of money basically mean money is not made to be saved. It's made to flow. It's a current. That's why you call it currency. So instead of saying I spend money, I circulate money
Right.
because it's going to come back to you tenfold.
Yeah, I agree.
very
I
true.
guess I agree with that.
Now, let me also ask you this. Is there something, anything that you haven't done already that you want to do?
That's a great question. This moment I can't. I like a yacht. I want to buy a yacht. Either that or I want my own plane. I like to do that. I like to.
Would you ever want to learn how to fly the plane, or you just want not?
No, you pay people for that.
I mean, you got to be. Yeah,
I like the way you think.
But yeah, I would like to do that. I hope I live to to see a grandbaby. My son ain't give me no grandbaby yet, so that'd be nice to. Cause I like the grandkids when I see the parents with the grandkids and stuff. I like that, so I would like to experience that.
Now, I do want to know if they made a movie about your life. What actress? I'm assuming your aunt is gonna be in it also. What actress would you want to play you, and who would you want to play your aunt? Remember, Cash Doll is an actress also, though. I gotta say that.
But yeah, but Cash Doll darker and thicker than me. And she couldn't play but I would want her to be in it. Cash Doll, please be in my movie. I don't know. I guess we got to be at the round table really talking business for me to figure that out.
I mean,
That's kinda
sometimes
hard.
they really don't gotta look spot on, but sometimes it does help though when they.
I don't know. But hopefully you put it in the universe. So hopefully I'll be getting that opportunity. Because I'm ready. If the bread right, it's all tight.
You know, you said it right there. Put it in the universe.
Yeah.
A lot of people overlook that.
Yeah.
They don't know when you speak it, it's going to happen. Just keep on
But
saying it.
it's two ways, and for two different people. To me, you keep quiet, and some people put stuff in the universe. I put
Facts.
stuff in the universe. I put shit in the universe. I predicted a lot of things that's happening in my life. Seriously,
And it happened.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
just
talking
like
about.
my first Bentley. I said I was gonna get that car in a couple of years, the same color and everything, and bam.
Is it the red one on your book?
No, I got two Bentleys, and I got a convertible Rolls Royce.
But you know what? One of the main things I like telling people, if you think you can, one day you will.
Yeah, so I just try to, it's just about, to me, being a good person. Now me being older, I know a lot more. I'm more calm. I'm more, so it's just about growing and being better.
Facts.
And you're never too late to learn. We all never know it all. So it's okay to ask questions and learn.
That's true.
So I'm going to just continue to grow and be better, and that's it. That's really all I can do, and try to keep this money coming in.
All day. Hey. I wish we had a cha-ching button, but we ain't got one.
Right.
Now, if you could only live in one state, what state do you want to live in?
Not Florida.
Not
Like
Flo-
Florida is
I thought you was
cool.
bigging it up earlier.
Florida, I said I don't like it. The food nasty.
Oh, but
What the hell?
maybe I'm tripping.
And no disrespect to the Floridians, but it's just
can't be all
different, y'all. From here, it's just they like 10 years behind, y'all.
Okay, is it?
You
the
know what? I
lack of
heard that by the
seasoning?
South before. They're
It's
like they
just
behind.
different.
Is it too much seafood? Is it the seasoning? What is it
Oh,
about?
it's just like
It's just not what you're accustomed to.
the men in Detroit look better than the down south men. It's like y'all matching. I can't even explain.
So,
The
let
co-
me,
the-
so I
gotta
got to ask you
coordinate.
this. When you down in Florida, what's the main thing that you like to eat since you don't really rock with the food like that down there?
When I'm in Florida,
When you in
oh,
Florida?
I cook.
Oh, you just cook your own?
I cook
Because
85.
they
I
can't.
don't-
Yeah.
What? I just say I throw down in the kitchen. So yeah, we cooking oxtails and meatloaf and spaghetti and lasagna and
Okay.
corned beef and
Say, ain't no going out at all
yeah,
down there.
we cooking neck bone. Yeah, I cook at the crib.
Sound good. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I cook all the time at home. I like cooking. I enjoy it.
So what's your favorite food?
It depends. I like steak. I like pasta. So it depends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends. But I cook. I have no problem. You go get the food. I got you.
Now, you you like sweets too?
Not really.
Spicy food, jerk food.
Yeah, but I don't like sweets like that.
That's sweet to you, jerk.
No, I'm just saying I don't
No,
like
she don't
sweets.
like sweets.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't like
okay.
sweets like that.
Yeah. Dang, that's too bad for you, Stubbs. Yeah, I know you a cook.
I got cookies, brownies, all that.
I'm not a baker.
Well, let me ask you this. You seem like, you're into, being out there outdoors. What about working out? Do you go, different places, do physical activities? Like, case in example, like here in Detroit, they got something where you can run up and down the stairs of Comerica Park and run back down.
No.
Is that something you never?
Nobody doing that.
I don't work out
Ain't
at
nobody
all.
doing that.
I don't work out at all. I'm sorry. No, I don't hit the gym. I don't.
Well, you know what, working out is, you got to be committed. That's all I say about that.
At all.
But yeah, though. But let me also ask you this: when it comes back to movies, do you got a favorite movie at all?
I like comedy, stand up. I like a lot of different things. So it's kind of hard to say, well, this. Depends on if we talking about comedy. I love horror. So it's kind of hard to say one particular movie.
The one actress that I think is married to that NBA player, Shumpert or something like that. I feel like she could play you in a movie.
To my Tiana Taylor.
I could never remember her name. I guess
That's Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay,
I feel
well,
like,
come on, TT.
yeah.
I could definitely see that.
That'd be great.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
I can see that definitely. So no sports though.
Do I do sports?
Yeah. Do you watch sports or?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Did you play it back in
I'm a
the day?
sports better.
Did you play back in the day?
No, I didn't
No
really
sports?
play
Okay.
sports. I was in the band. I played the clarinet before, and I played the
played
flute. Not just the clarinet, and I played the violin. But no, I wasn't. But I'm into sports. Like I like basketball, football. Football is my favorite.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite college football? Do you watch college football?
I don't. I'm a sports bettor, so
Okay.
whoever
that
win
is-
me money that week. So
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
have nobody in particular
nobody.
jersey because I'm betting. So whoever gonna make me that bread. That's
That
who my
parlay,
favorite team
yeah.
is for that week.
That's fair. That's fair.
I hope it makes sense, but I don't really have no favorite team.
Now, you know what? I'm frequent on the FanDuel all the time. And you know the one thing I hate about sports betting? When you bet on, I don't know if you bet on particular players or not, but he'd be like maybe a score under for you to hit your parlay. And when he don't do it, I be wanting to throw my phone all the way across the room.
See, I don't. This is what I do when I usually bet. I bet for whether it's gonna be over 50 or under. I bet that the certain team win. And it's one more thing. I just bet like those three things. That's it. I don't do teams, stuff like that. I think the most I ever won sports bet is about $3,000. But that was in Hollywood and Florida though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could have won a lot this Super Bowl, but
Man, I don't want to talk about the Super Bowl. Let's just talk about something else because I'm still mad about that. I've lost a lot of money on this Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Damn.
it was bad.
Man, all bad. But anyway, I remember you saying you went down to the Pistons games, frequent. What was the last one? Have you been to 313 Day?
No, I just went recently, a couple months ago.
Okay.
But I was in the suite. It was nice too. He was in the suite, the MGM suite.
I was about to just ask, which casino do you prefer out of all three we got?
MGM.
MGM. Do you prefer any actual what is it called, Red Mountain or Firekeepers
No.
outside the city?
No.
Okay.
But I gamble everywhere. And I make money usually everywhere too. I've won money in a lot of states.
What you do, the tables?
Yep, I usually play roulette and blackjack trilux. But a lot of states don't have trilux, so I just roulette would be the go-to.
Motor City got blackjack. I forgot. They got a special table, blackjack. It's just over there. If you ask about it, I can't think of what it's called.
Yeah, so
I'm trying to learn dice though, because everybody I know keep coming up on the tables. I got to learn that.
yeah, I gamble. I like it. It's fun.
Oh, yes.
I'd rather side bet when it comes to that table.
Yeah.
Them side bets, really, you can come off.
No, yeah. Several people come up on them. Yeah, I got to learn it.
But yeah, though. But also too, have you ever thought about I don't know. Did you say you were into music? Like you make music at all? You have
My
thought about?
son, shout out to Sean Shaw.
Salute.
That's his stage name?
My son is a rapper. That's his rapping name. You can find him on iCloud, Apple, YouTube.
SHA, or how you spelling Sean? SEAN?
SHANSHAW, Sean Shaw.
You got a
You got an album out?
He got a lot of songs out. iCloud, YouTube.
Do you know if he make his own beats or he got somebody else for that?
I think he got somebody else. You make beats?
Oh no. I know beat makers. We had a few producers on our podcast before, and yeah, they top quality. They made music with hell of several other popping artists out here right now.
Sean Shaw, we definitely got to listen to his music.
Yeah. Shout out to my baby Sean.
Is he out here or where are you from?
He here.
Okay.
Salute. I'm trying to make
So
sure.
did you ever stay on the west side at all ever?
Yeah, I stayed on Monterey off of Linwood. I stayed on Tuxedo between Lawton and Lawton and Wildermere, and I stayed on Claremont and Dexter.
Oh damn, you was everywhere there.
In that area.
Yeah.
You know, that's not too far away from me. I used to live on Livernois and Davidson,
Okay.
right there by the flower shop.
So do you notice the difference between east and west side? Because some people say
Oh, I ain't finna answer
ain't-
that.
you ain't-
They ain't
okay.
about to be coming for me. Nope. I'm gonna decline that one. Everybody's is all love. Like I'm
yeah.
about to answer that question.
Oh,
It's
man.
all love.
I was going to say, that's a risky question to ask in the city.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's for the travelers.
You trying to
If you-
start.
I gotta know.
Look, I love the whole city.
Oh yeah, I go to the east side for what I go there
You
for.
trying to get me in trouble.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you got any events in the city coming up?
I just did a cooking show. Shout out to Cooking with Tim. It was we taped it a few days ago, and it's gonna be airing on YouTube and Tubi after she finishes the last 2 episodes. So check out Turn Up with Temp. Turn Up with Temp. That's the name of it.
TEM
And,
or
TEMP.
oh Temp.
So
Okay.
Turn Up with Temp. Should be airing soon on YouTube and Tubi. So I want to thank her for the opportunity. Just podcasting and networking and just trying to, I'm only here for a minute.
Right. I remember we was talking about that off air.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Facts. It's all love.
I appreciate you giving me all these people to check out because I'm always the last person to know about stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna check your son out and it's Turn Up with Temp.
So I got to know what's next for you, just in general.
What's next for me will probably be the second part of the book, which it'll probably be thicker. But I kind of liked it how it is because it just keeps you wanting more. That's what they're like. When you gonna do the next one? So we got to get started on part 2, and I'm always open to do things, So I don't know if I want to do the Coney or you can rent out places and pay and mobile homes charge you to just sit there. So it's a lot of different,
Avenues to get money.
I want to relax, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
You got to build that residual.
I think next year it's gonna be even worse for me. So, but I signed up for it. So, and I'm just blessed, y'all, that because it was hell. It was hell, and I could do what I want to do, and I'm trying to stack, and I came a long way,
I'm glad you brought that up. Being a busy person like yourself, what do you do to relax?
Eat and sleep. I like massages. Not just what the average person do. I like to lay out by my pool. I like hot tubs and yeah.
You ever been to a salt room before? It's like you just sit in there and then it's like the whole room. I think they blow like salt air and it really helps relax you.
No, I've never done that.
Yeah, they got them all over the place. A salt room or a salt bath also.
Yeah, I gotta try that out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think you'll like it.
It sounds soothing.
Oh yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah, I gotta look that up myself.
It sounds
Or
soothing.
even a sauna. Or I would say a clay bath, but I feel like it's too dirty. And I got locks. I wouldn't do a clay bath.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. You got any more questions?
No, I don't have any more questions.
All right.
Let's see. Yeah, no, I asked all mine.
Before we get to this bowl pool, I just want to one more time for the viewers out there where to find your book, just so everybody would know.
It's available on Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. It's about 3 or 4 more sites. And it also comes in Kindle, and part 2 will be coming soon. Y'all be patient. I'm bringing it.
It's audio?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
All right.
Now, when it does become audio, will it be you or you still haven't decided? We'll get there, y'all. It's coming, y'all.
Coming soon.
I'll probably get somebody to do it for
Okay.
me.
All right, coming soon. Hey, be on the lookout for the second book. So we ready to pull these
Oh,
questions?
yeah, we'll pull these questions. Which I want to do 2 each or what?
You want to do 1 or 2?
I ain't never scared.
Let's do 2. Let's do 2.
Like
I like that. Let's do 2.
Go
All
on.
right. Let's play our theme music. You know how we do.
Oh, yeah, I'm
What's the theme music?
It's San Andreas Grand Theft Auto music.
Whenever you pass submission on,
I'm gonna dig deep in the trenches,
go ahead.
and I gotta answer it first.
Yeah, but
Is that-
we all
is
got
that-
to answer it, though.
We all gonna take
I
turns.
can go first.
You can if you like.
If you like the question, it might. Who knows what it is?
Yep. If you want to, you can pull another question too, just to double up.
What? No, I'm gonna put this.
Oh yeah, that ain't the right one.
This is what we doing? Okay, let me get another one.
And also, if you did want to write down questions for future guests, you're more than
What
welcome.
can't you live without?
What can't you live without?
Damn. Y'all can go first. I
What
gotta
can't
think about
you live
it.
without? For me, it's music. I gotta listen to music. Without that, I probably would have went crazy a long time ago.
What can't I live without?
Can it be two things?
I guess.
I'm gonna go with two things. One is gonna be working out. I like to work out. Another one is meditation. I gotta have some peace.
What can't I live without? I would say peace. I would say peace. That's important. And it took a long time, y'all, for me to get there, to that point. So I would say peace. Okay.
All right.
You don't got to put it back in. No, I don't know if you did.
I didn't.
Okay, cool.
I was going to take it home. No, I'm just playing. Oh, snappy. So this one say, is life easier in a relationship or out?
I feel like we asked
We
that.
answered that before, yeah.
So I can get another one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
get another
definitely.
one. We already had that one.
Thank
We
you.
literally did that a week or two
Yeah,
ago.
we did.
Well, why? Who put it back in?
We don't
Somebody
know.
else might have
don't
wrote the
know.
same question
Somebody
down.
fired. What color is not in your wardrobe?
Oh, that's easy for me. That's the question you stick with.
I have a custom closet, so I think all the colors is in my wardrobe.
For me,
Probably except for see-through. I don't got nothing like plastic, like a raincoat.
yeah.
So see-through, but I got all the colors in my closet.
Go first. I'm still thinking.
Oh, the color white, I don't mess with it. When it come to clothes, it get dirty too quick. It get dirty way unless it's like a
Girl,
white
so
party.
Of course, I'm gonna have all the colors.
Like I'll buy something just for that particular event, but after that, no. I don't got white
I'ma see
shoes.
these right there.
No, that's cool. Yeah.
I know I don't know what I don't have. I don't have the color teal.
I don't even know what that look like.
It's like a green. It's a green color.
I don't, camouflage. No, I got camouflage too. Damn, I got that.
Teal. I'm trying to find the color. It's kind of like the color of Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
That belt.
Yeah, right there. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That color I don't have. I got green,
Oh,
but I don't
that's
have
like
that
a
color.
good color for like if you're a golfer. Or
You
something.
got that color in your closet? That teal.
No. I definitely don't.
No,
I don't.
that's it.
I'm black. I like dark colors. I'm trying to brighten up my wardrobe. Mine say, how do you?
You know what?
I'm gonna ask it. Mine says, how do you feel about letting your pet get laid?
Oh, I don't have pets.
I
I mean,
I don't have
they have the organs. I mean, why
I'm gonna
not?
say this. I know a lot of girls who they pets be going around humping stuff and they don't do nothing about it. I'm like, you gotta let them get laid, but they think that's weird and creepy. I'm like, it's plenty of groups where y'all can meet up and your pets can get laid. I'm like, y'all cruel. You got your pet being a virgin their whole life.
They
That
got
don't-
pet fucking clicks. Nah.
Yeah, no. It's a thing.
Like,
It's a
it's a
thing.
lot of places
But
like
most of the
that.
time it's for breeding. But sometimes it's like, man, just go meet up with somebody, let them do what they do.
I don't have pets, but I do have a quick answer to that. When I was some years back, I used to help breed Yorkies, and I had a Yorkie. Her name was Tiffany back in the day, and she used to have the babies in my lap. She wouldn't have them up under the bed, and I had to snatch the puppies out, cut the sack open. I had to cut the umbilical cord and put the string around it like 1.5 inches off the belly. I had to give them their shots. All that, I had to feed them, everything. So
Wait, I'm sorry.
that's probably why I ain't got no pets now, because I went through that some time ago.
Like,
How long did you do that for?
I think Tiffany probably had about, in a few years, she probably had about maybe like 12 or 13 altogether. And she had them on my lap. So I had to pull them out, bust the sack open.
so
Cut
the babies
umbilical cord.
didn't. It was like a C-section for the kid.
Oh, they came out the cootie.
I'm saying, but why are they in a sack?
They come in like a little sack, like a baby come out. You ain't never seen a dog give birth?
No.
It'd be like a little sack, and then you bust, and it'd be like water or juice.
Like after birth, they're inside. They're still inside the womb.
Like little sack, and like you busting. It's like So I had to cut the umbilical cord like maybe 1 1/4 inch over the. You had to go online and learn all that stuff. And then I gave them they three shots before I sold them. I should have been a veterinarian.
I was gonna say you learned all that by yourself.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I didn't know that. I didn't.
That's probably why I don't have no pets today.
Hey, the boy,
that was too much.
I didn't even know dogs' birth different.
You know, most of the dogs, they usually a dog will go up under the bed and stuff and have the babies.
Right.
She would have the babies right here, like I was her mama for real.
Oh wow.
And this was your friend's dog.
This was my dog, Tiffany. And and we had 2 dogs, and the other dog name was Coley, and they used to do it all the time, and she stayed pregnant.
Wow. And they was both Yorkies, or they was a
They was both Yorkies, but they wasn't teacups. They was the regular size ones.
Mm-hmm.
Now did you sell them or you just gave them out for free? Okay.
We sold them. But that's probably why I don't have no pets no more.
But yeah, ladies, make sure y'all pets get laid because y'all cruel for that.
You know.
Instead of them going out there and just doing whatever they want to do. Because, that's why I heard they dig under the ground and stuff like that.
Yeah. They dig holes in heat, as they say.
I got an interesting one. You mind if I go?
Go for it.
It says right here, why do you feel they teach slavery in school and never teach about our greatness?
They don't want us to be back on top again.
Because the history books in school is a lie, and in high school it's the lie. White people is not the original people. We are, and it's scientifically known. 2 black people can make an albino, but 2 white people could not make a chocolate child.
That's true.
So we are the original people. We are the mothers and the fathers, and I think we need to love ourselves better. Because a lot of times we make ourselves look bad.
I definitely agree with that.
Basically, it's basically what both of y'all just said. They just want to control us. That's all it is.
So, but yeah, the high school and middle school books is a damn lie.
What this question say again?
The end.
That's good.
It's all control.
Yeah, they don't want us to be our.
Control.
They're gonna teach us that we were slaves and never kings, queens, pharaohs. We even had black presidents before. What was it, George Washington? We had a guy, I think his name was John Hanson, the first president.
We were great thinkers, great inventors. We built the White House.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the patents, when the patent office first came out, were stolen from black people, and the white people just took it and said they invented it. I know damn well no white person invented the cotton gin. I don't care what y'all say. It didn't happen.
All over the world. We even built up the Mexican capital.
The first car was an electric car, and it was by a black guy.
Hell, we even built the Super Soaker.
Yeah, Super Soaker, all that.
Yeah, all that stuff. So don't sit there and tell me we.
We know what it is.
Did you answer?
That was my first question. I ain't do my second one yet. Let me see what it is. You can go if you got one.
Well, this one's straightforward. It says, if you could only watch one sport, what would it be?
Oh, football. For sure.
Can I pick another one?
Go ahead.
Yeah, because that was kind of.
Hey, this is my question.
I want to pick one more too.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mine say, is it okay for men to fight studs?
No, it's not, because it's still a lady. But sometimes the studs be hitting on the men first. Now, if the bitch hit you first, knock her head off. But no, men, don't beat the studs up. But if she hit you first, then it's, hey.
I'm going to say this. For you studs who walk around with fake dicks in your pants, y'all get knocked the fuck out.
That's what they do.
Wait, what?
And wear men drawers.
For you studs who ever went in the men's bathroom and tried to stand up and pee.
They had a strap on.
They do that.
They
what?
do.
They get wild in it. Yeah.
Hey, the wildest thing I heard a stud say, suck my strap on. I'm like, what?
To you?
No, it was online. She said, suck my strap on.
So don't hit nobody for real, but if you want to act like a man,
don't be.
Yeah, that acting could get serious.
Because then he got a right to knock you the fuck out. Because you shouldn't have hit him.
I still remember one day I was in the bathroom and then a stud walked in like, I'm one of the fellas, I'm one of y'all. She stood up and she had they got like a little cup that women put on themselves to pee standing.
Wait. Hold on.
Her pocket.
What? He lying.
No, I'm not lying. She had like a little cup thing because I remember seeing it on the commercials and stuff. It's like a cup. You put it by yourself and it come out like a...
Man, who the hell would make some shit like that?
They made it for women who want to stand up.
in the urinal.
Yeah, because I remember I seen her grabbing out her pocket, and then when she grabbed it, I was like, I just
Man, where my
laughed.
button at? Hold on.
And that's like probably the only time I left out the bathroom when I washed my hands because
it's an evil world we live in.
I was about to laugh.
Man, if I ever see some shit like that, I'm like, hey, get your ass about this bathroom.
You want me to read mine?
Go ahead.
Can I see that bowl?
Here. So I got one, and this is a good
Swinging
question
those
too.
studs.
It said, "What should child support be every month?" So I got a story to tell about that. So I never put my son's father on child support, even though he wasn't the best daddy at all.
I could salute you for that.
I never put him on child support, y'all. And another thing I did too is I never talked down on him to my son, even though he was a bad guy. So that was something I didn't really
I wanna salute you for
because
both of
I
those
wanted
things.
my son to grow up and realize on his own. Now, I talk shit about him to my daddy, but I never, every time he wanted to see him, if my son wanted to go, I always let him go. And I wanted my son to see. And I never put him on child support, y'all. So that means
We're gonna
I
give you
should
a
get
hand clap for that.
I should get a cookie or something.
Oh, definitely.
Hey, we'll give you a hand clap for that.
Ladies, that's what these men on papers. Y'all don't understand. If he get $500 coming out of his check, you only gonna see like 300 or half of that. You're not gonna see the full five.
But I can't
Those
tell,
money lost,
ladies,
so
I can't say you ain't, don't put them on. It depends on each situation.
Each
But
situation
I
is
didn't.
different.
But
I didn't do it.
I'm
That's
just
very
saying-
that's very
I
rare
never
hearing
did.
somebody do that.
I
I'm
never
just saying
did.
the
That's very
family
rare.
loses out on money because the court get their fees. Just call up
Right.
just call them up directly.
never
How
did.
much you need or look out here and there, but nah.
Yeah.
Courts don't
But
need
it,
deserve
you know,
it.
everybody's stories is different now. I'm just saying what I chose to do, but it's different and stuff is more expensive now. You know, I had my son in '93, so stuff wasn't.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, don't jump on me. I'm saying what I didn't do. I never put my son's father on child support.
Hey, salute.
That's
salute
just
to
me.
you. Salute. Mind if I-
Go ahead.
It says right here, have you ever had the sex talk with your parents or children?
Wait. Did we answer the other question? What was the other question just now?
No,
Child
she,
support.
She already had it. She already answered.
We all gotta answer.
Yeah, y'all
Oh,
did.
oh, okay. well,
What? Can you read the question one more time? I forgot. I'm sorry.
What should child support be every month?
What should it be?
And I said, how much? I guess how much should it be? But I never did it, so I don't know.
What should it be?
well, like you said, every situation is different.
Yeah.
Every situation, it's gonna be kind of hard to come up with an answer for that one.
I say probably 1/4 of a man's monthly pay. So if he make $1,000 and $250.
But what about if that man is already doing other stuff, buying groceries and shoes and stuff?
No, yeah, if you're doing all that, then it kind of gets subtracted out of that. Because most men, we contribute in before you give us the papers. Like hypothetically, if a man breaking you off $500 a month, then you get put on paper for $300. Now he's like, okay, I'm only gonna give you $300. I'm not even gonna give you this extra $2.
And we also got to constitute healthcare too.
Yeah,
if you got the benefits.
That's true. Most men gonna look out for their kids. Every now and then, you do got them other guys, or even the guys, because of the woman is putting them through so much, they give up, which you should never do to your kids. But
So you're saying 1/4?
yeah, that's probably just terrible math. I'm not a father, y'all, so I probably.
Oh,
That's a congratulations. no, I've been wanting kids for a minute. The right ones don't exist out here.
that's what's up.
For the record, I'm not a father either.
Oh,
That's. I didn't think that was something to come in, but all right.
lucky you all.
No, I've been wanting kids.
It's gonna be a difficult question. It's hard for me to answer that question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, have you ever had the sex talk with your parents or children? Well, we're not.
Yeah, that shit was awkward as hell.
We're not. Unless you want to answer.
Who wrote that question?
I don't know.
Yeah, my mom. Yeah, I remember that was
Let's talk about something else. How about those lines?
I remember my mom said I can't have a girlfriend until I'm 18 years old. I'm like, what? And then she said no oral. She's like, you better not put your mouth on nobody. Don't let nobody put their mouth on you.
Bro, I swear people writing the same damn questions.
And what that one say?
Okay, I got one right here. Is love the strongest emotion?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Because greed
I
is
say
up
it's
there.
kind of. I would probably say maybe a tie between love and loyalty.
They wasn't the same to a degree.
What about fear?
It ain't fair, bro. It ain't fair. Fear give off.
Ask the question again. What is it?
Is love the strongest emotion?
Oh, emotion.
Yeah. Yeah. 'cause
Maybe
it's-
anger.
Yeah, that's strong too.
It's strong, but it ain't.
I would
love.
probably say between
Nah, it's
love and
because people.
Because
will
fear,
go-
fear is a strong emotion too.
yeah.
But fear is reactive. Love is
Still an emotion.
compelling.
Still an emotion. Fear can make people do some
Right.
crazy things.
It can, but it's as out of
Emotion.
reaction. Just like with
So is love.
Man, I'm trying to. You right, but you wrong, bro. It's love though. It's love though. I can't explain it, but it's love.
Okay, well,
That's to me.
people have spoken.
People have spoken. Did you want to do one more?
One
just
more.
for yourself to get us up out of here. One more.
What, a question?
One more question.
No, I'm Gucci.
She good. She all good.
Yeah, these questions.
But
Interesting
again,
question
thank
today.
y'all again so much for having me. And Bums To Bentley's is out now. It's available on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. Part 2 will be coming soon. And you know,
When did you make this book, or when did it drop this year? Or it's been
no, it's been off about a year and a half, something like
okay.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been off about a year and a half. So,
Do you have any socials you want to put out there or no?
follow me on Orlanda Shaw Facebook and Shaws_ENT on Instagram, and on TikTok. I think I'm Rolls Royce Boss, I believe. But yep.
Sounds
Well,
good.
one more question though. What all other celebrities do you want to meet? Because I know you said
I want to meet Rihanna. I want to meet Cash Doll for real. Like, I want to kick it with her. I love Riri. I love Cash. That's about it. Because I've met a lot of celebrities in my life already. A lot, you know. And to me, I'm one. So, you know what I'm saying? But I've met a lot of celebrities in my life, you know.
Who was your favorite one that you met so far?
It's been a lot of cool ones. It's been a lot of cool ones. So, yeah, I meet celebrities all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, a few celebrities got my book. I gave it to Trick Daddy.
He seemed like a cool ass person just to hang around.
You ever ate at a spot?
No, I met him at Hollywood Casino in a hotel valet.
Okay.
And when my car came, he was like, "That's you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm from the D." And he was like, "Oh, okay." Kind of like one of those things.
Man, Trick Daddy, man. You kind of like that one uncle. Hey, but we want to thank you again for being on our show. Hey, everybody out there, definitely go get the book right here. Miss Orlanda Shaw. Please go get it.
And salute to all of Detroit, not just the East, not just the West, all of Detroit and all the high schools.
Yep, and congratulations to all the grads, college, high school, elementary, and keep doing. The sky's the limit, young world. Young world, the world is yours.
Thank you. And also, too, check me out, my YouTube channel, Adrian, AKAD. Also, I want to say happy birthday to my godson out there for turning 14. Happy birthday, boy.
I did not know you was a godfather.
I am.
Okay, I did not know. that.
I got two godsons.
You got real responsibilities with that. It's not just a title.
Yeah, I got two godsons.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, two godsons.
All right.
But all right, until next time, I'm your boy, Adrian, AKAD.
I'm Stubbs.
And thank you again, Orlanda Shaw, for being on the show.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.